Charles. Yes, your comment on the issue of stigma against the people that are discharged. I'm going to deliver this message to the task force to ensure that the message goes out in several languages to avoid stigma against the people that have recovered, because those people have recovered, they are not infectious. Christopher, when you refer to herd immunity is not about the individual. Herd immunity is immunity of a large population. It's about 70% of the people should be immune for you to have what we call herd immunity. But the person who has recovered, how long does the immunity last? Can such a person be reinfected or not? This is a research question at present. There have been cases where someone has, where they have demonstrated a reinfection of people that have recovered. But it's an ongoing question for investigation to determine how long the immunity will last. In general, we know that immunity to viruses arising from infection, especially from the coronaviruses, that immunity does not last very long. But it's being investigated and we shall let people know. Tanzania, yes, the Tanzania question. Yes, now Uganda is landlocked. Uganda has porous borders. Uganda has mounted a very strong control program, giving very good results. Unfortunately, our neighbors have not done very well. You will find that in Kenya, they are not doing well. They have more than 1,200 cases diagnosed already, with 50 people that have already died from coronavirus disease. In Tanzania, we have a problem because the government is denying essentially the existence of coronavirus disease in the country. So the president of Tanzania is not cooperating with the rest of the world. They have not been publishing any results for the last 2 weeks, and yet we know that truck drivers come in with the infection. Where are they picking it up? From Dar es Salaam, from Mwanza, which are in Tanzania. So we have a problem with that border, but the way to deal with this is to be vigilant at the border, and anybody coming in from Tanzania to enter Uganda has to be tested, and if one is tested and found to be positive, has to be turned back to Tanzania. Now, COVID-19 vaccine. Yes, there's a lot of effort to develop vaccines against COVID everywhere, and in Uganda, the president has challenged the scientists to get into research aimed at developing a vaccine. And this, we have been challenged. We have accepted the challenge. We have gathered brilliant scientists together. We have identified 4 ways to engage in the development of a COVID-19 vaccine, and our scientists are ready, and the president has authorized equipment to be bought to enable the scientists to get on with the job. Now, that is researching for the vaccine. But we also, as we get into that, we will be in a position that if a vaccine is developed elsewhere, we will be able to engage in evaluating that vaccine for suitability in Uganda. So there is There is a strong determination by the president to challenge the scientists, and the scientists are also determined to respond. And so we have done that, and we have put together scientists from different institutions to focus on one way to get the vaccine, another group to look at an alternative, a third group, and a fourth group. We have got 4 groups working, and let me stop there. I'm not allowed to give the details on how those 4 approaches are.